The New York Jets finally make a signing. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and today we're not going to be talking about one, but two signings that the New York Jets have made in rapid succession. One that I'm very excited about, and the other I am not nearly as excited about, but is at a position that we need and kind of made sense when you think about it. Let's start about the position and the player that I am kind of excited about, and that is John Simpson, the guard from Baltimore. He was released from Vegas a couple years ago, signed a one-year prove-it deal with Baltimore, went out there, won the left guard job at camp, and played all 17 games, played 100% of the snaps for them, and did pretty well for them last year, and was part of one of the better offensive lines in the NFL with Baltimore. Baltimore, according to PFF, ranked second in pass blocking amongst all 32 teams, and ranked, where are they? And ranked sixth in run blocking amongst all 32 teams. And he was a big part of that, playing every snap for them at left guard. And while a lot of people were looking at Zeitler, the right guard for Baltimore, as the target, going and signing Simpson does not mean that the New York Jets are out on Zeitler. Remember, they play on opposite sides of the offensive line, and Zeitler's 26, and so a 2-year deal could legitimately mean the possibility of expanding that deal in years' time into a longer-term deal, into, you know, a staple of the offensive line, because he is only 26 years old. The reality is that the deal isn't all that great, and neither is the player. John Simpson is nowhere near one of the best guards in football, but the New York Jets don't need the best offensive line in football. They just need average, and here's the better part. They need healthy. John Simpson is a healthy offensive lineman and can play a ton of snaps. He did that last year for the Baltimore Ravens. I haven't done a ton of digging into Las Vegas, but I don't remember seeing that he played injured or that he had injuries or anything like that. He just kind of struggled to make the team in Vegas, and then played all 17 games for Baltimore last year, as well as, you know, the playoff games and everything like that. So really excited about this signing, because at least it's something. It's something on the offensive line, and the picture is starting to paint a little bit more. The signing of John Simpson almost 100% means that AVT is going to be playing right tackle, in my opinion, because I think the only two spots that you were going to play AVT was going to be at left guard and or right tackle, and with John Simpson coming in to be your left guard, it probably means that AVT is your right tackle. But let's talk about the other signing that the New York Jets did, and we brought in former first-round pick. Seems like the Jets like doing that. From the San Francisco 49ers, another thing that the New York Jets seem to like to do, and that is Javon Kinlaw, the interior defensive lineman, formerly of the San Francisco 49ers. He spent 4 years in San Francisco, and to be fair, this past year was his best year of his career, but ultimately has not lived up to the hype of being a first-round pick. Remind you of anyone? It should, because that's the literal comp and conversation that was had with Solomon Thomas. Solomon Thomas was the 3rd overall pick, didn't really live up to that hype, came to the New York Jets, was able to, in a rotational role, really elevate his game, and is coming off the best year of his career. And when you look at the New York Jets, the strength of the New York Jets is at the defensive line, and not just in player personnel, but I also mean in coaching staff as well. That's where the majority of our hits are going to come in, and Javon Kinlaw comes in as a rotational interior defensive lineman. He is now the 2nd interior defensive lineman that is signed to the squad if you don't count Tanzel Smart. If you count Tanzel Smart, then we got 3. This is an area that I do expect the New York Jets to be in on and to be, you know, active in, but in this kind of area, in the bargain bin. You have Quinnen Williams. You kind of just need a bunch of guys that can run with him. I would not be surprised if we saw a Quentin Jefferson and a Solomon Thomas signing being announced relatively soon. Let me know, what do you guys think of Javon Kinlaw? Do you think that maybe we can help him turn around his career and build on the top of the last the year that he just had? Do you think this is just a depth rotational signing? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think of John Simpson? All of that stuff. And last but not least, go Jets.